Hello, I'm Hillary Glenn.
And I'm Stacy Ashland. We are the co-chairs of the Responsible Gun Ownership Committee. Our mission is to educate local residents about the prevention of gun violence and to advocate for more gun safety policies in Palo Alto. We're going to give you a brief overview of what we've done this past year and what we plan to do this year in 2021, and also why you should care about gun safety advocacy in Palo Alto.
So here's what we've accomplished over the last couple of years. In spring of 2018, we organized an educational event on California's Gun Violence Restraining Order, GVRO. That's the law that enables individuals to request the temporary removal of firearms from a person deemed to be dangerous to themselves or to others. We had experts from Stanford Law School, Stanford Medical Center, Giffords Law Center, and the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office participate in the event. Then in the fall of 2019, we met with the Police Chief Bob Johnson to discuss safe gun storage. We also confirmed that the Palo Alto Police Department had placed processes into their police manual to describe how officers could swiftly implement GVROs when needed.
We established a partnership with the local chapter of Moms Demand Action, which is a nonpartisan group that advocates for public safety measures to help protect people from gun violence. We agreed to promote and support their Be Smart program, which provides awareness and education about responsible gun ownership to help prevent injury or death to children due to access to firearms. We also identified a city council member who was interested in sponsoring a safe firearm storage ordinance. We provided her with model law wording from other California cities and were gratified that the council unanimously referred the adoption of a safe firearm storage ordinance to the city attorney in December of 2020. Why does local gun safety advocacy matter here in Palo Alto? Well, first of all, while California does have some of the strongest gun laws in the country, there's also many gaps in these existing laws. City and county legislation can fill those gaps. For example, the state requires that guns be stored safely, but does not specify what constitutes safe storage of firearms. Our Palo Alto ordinance, which was modeled after similar ordinances that have been passed in 23 California cities and in 3 counties, will address this issue. Secondly, we tend to think that Palo Alto is safe because of our education levels and low crime rate, but in reality, our demographics are not all that different from Newtown, Connecticut, or Parkland, Florida. Additionally, since mental illness exists in every community and we've already experienced tragic suicide clusters in our city, suicide prevention is a very high priority. Finally, we have a number of groups we are partnering with to educate and advocate for prevention from gun violence. We are connected with our local chapters of Brady and Everytown for Gun Safety. We have legal resources at the Giffords Law Center in San Francisco, and we've engaged members of the Palo Alto Council of PTAs on the parent education aspect.
So our goals and actions for 2021 include, first and foremost, advocating for tracking and keeping up with what's happening with the safe storage ordinance. And of course, when it gets on the city council agenda, we'll need to rally our allies to show up and provide support for it. Secondly, we're going to keep an eye on community education activities and look for additional activities that we can bring on community engagement around gun safety. Third, we're going to monitor the local and state level gun legislation because some of the best gun laws in the state were initially adopted at the local level. And we might want to promote or replicate something we learned happened in another community here in Palo Alto. We want to keep our partnerships that Stacy described alive, and these partners will help us meet our goals. Please also note that we will be updating these goals based on both current events and on the interest levels of the team. We'll keep the board updated on our progress and our goals throughout the year ahead.
If you're interested in to help making Palo Alto safer, please consider joining our committee. We usually meet the second Thursday of every month. Our next meeting will be held on Thursday, February 11th at 7 p.m. Or please consider joining us at a future meeting. If you have any questions or would like to consider joining us, please email me at sashland@gmail.com or Hillary Glenn at hglenn@gmail.com. Thank you.